Yeah, I think we should go with Kotal because he's got a huge
Fatality.
Hey there, welcome to round 10 of Wake Up 3. We are your hosts, Molly
and Cam, and this is a fighting game podcast from a couple that loves fighting games.
Now, I know after last week you're all expecting that I am serving the mix-up today. However, the universe seemed to have other plans because we attempted to record my mix-up. Nope. Cam aced it, so maybe that was part of why it got lost, but it did not work out. So the universe seems to want me to suffer because it's making me go through another one of Cam's mix-ups this week. So Cam, take it away. Bring on the suffering.
This mix-up is going to be reptile themed, and I've decided to call it Test Your Bite. Now, I didn't come up with this name. Molly actually came up with the name. From there, I basically just used that name to come up with something because I thought it was such a clever little thing. So,
oh, well, thanks.
I didn't have these questions in mind originally, and then you said test your bite just like on a whim at some point, unrelated to mix-ups, and I just kind of ran with it. So here we are. I've got 3 fairly difficult questions about reptile. Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay.
We did have a reptile episode previously, and you can find all of these answers in that episode.
Oh,
but
bonus.
They're not like, I didn't pick like the most obvious facts or anything like that, so.
It wouldn't be one of Cam's mix-ups if it was obvious, would it?
I'm always going for the challenging
You
ones.
are. But that's just what I like, right? That's
Yeah.
just what I crave.
I think so. Test your bite. I've got 3 questions for you.
Okay.
Question number 1. How many games has Reptile been playable in, including the new Mortal Kombat 1?
Okay, let me think about this. Got a lot to go through. I think I'm gonna go with 9?
Incorrect.
Oh no!
8.
Oh no!
First question failed.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy.
So that's what we're going. I guess I'm going for kind of tricky little mix-ups,
Right.
but it wouldn't be a Cam mix-up if it wasn't that way.
Exactly.
All right, question 2. Reptile was a secret fighter in the original 1992 Mortal Kombat game. Which stage did you fight him on?
You fight him in the bottom of the pit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is right. Bottom of the pit.
Woohoo!
You get challenged by him at the top of the pit, and then, he's like, come find me, whatever, you've proven yourself.
Yeah, look to La Luna.
Yeah, look to La Luna, there you go. So,
All right.
You're 1 for 2 so far.
Okay.
Not bad.
I'll take it.
Let's see, final mix-up question. Reptile has served as a henchman many times throughout the years. Can you name all 5 characters that he has served?
5. Oh no, that's so many.
Challenging questions.
Oh no. Okay, I think I can do this. Shang Tsung,
Yes.
Shao Kahn.
Yes.
Does Quan Chi count?
No, Quan Chi does. No!
Why did I ask that?
Quan Chi's not one of them!
Can I get a mercy?
Sure,
I get a mercy?
let's do a mercy.
Okay.
I will undo that one. You've been mercy.
Because I have to say 5 people. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. So that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Shang Tsung.
Yes.
Shao Kahn.
Yes.
Oh god. I'm afraid to mess this
You
up.
can't think of the other 3.
I'm so nervous. Okay. No.
Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn.
Shinnok?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
3 out of 5
so that's
so far.
3. And then we know Kotal.
Yes.
So that's 4.
Yes.
And then I think the 5th one is technically Natara.
That's it.
Yes!
That's the one. You got it.
I almost knocked our sign over in celebration. That was my pop-off.
Wow.
Our little Wake Up 3 sign.
Yep.
Shout out.
So, you got it. You got 2 mix-ups out of 3.
Man, the stress and sweat was real on the last one.
Yeah, you had that MKX sweat going on.
Yeah.
Huge
Those
beads.
big old beads.
Yeah.
Big old shiny beads.
Giant droplets of reptilian sweat.
Squamous. droplets.
Giant squamous droplets of reptilian sweat.
DLC?
God.
Let's get into our week of fighting games, Cam. It was all Evo around here.
We were both watching as much gameplay as we could from Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter.
So we're big Mortal Kombat fans, as you know. So day one, Friday, we were all in on the streams from the get-go. I think the first big matchup that I caught was Rewind versus Ninja Killa. You saw a lot of use of a lot of characters for the last tournament for MK11. It was everything you could have hoped for in terms of hype.
It was cool to see a lot of different character representation. Got to see my boy Aaron Black a little bit. I know you got to see Kotal. It was nice to see a little bit of representation for our mains in the final big tournament.
Yeah, and of course, shout out to Ninja Killa for winning it all.
Yeah, he was absolutely godlike. I just want to shout out to a Foxy Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to mention him because he placed top 8, or in this case, top 6, in every single MK11 tournament, every single major throughout the game's life. Definitely wanted to shout him out because that is pretty damn cool in its own right.
So much respect to Foxy for that. The consistency.
Yeah.
And the range of characters used throughout the game. Wow, just amazing. Amazing player. Yeah, we had a blast watching that all in one day. They did MK11 start to finish. It was over by the end of the night. Saturday, we spent a lot of time watching Street Fighter. That was our week in fighting games. I guess we can just coast right into more about EVO. There were reveals and just other things that we wanted to cover. You mentioned the MK11 tournament, of course. The final fight was a Fujin mirror match, so there was a lot of Fujin in the end. Tekken was also a mirror match.
Tekken was also a mirror match. Kunimitsu and Kunimitsu.
Yeah.
And Arslan Ash took that one. That was pretty cool to see him win again.
And then Street Fighter, it was Ken versus Luke. Yeah. Ken taking the win.
Yeah, that was Angry Bird and Mena RD. What a set. Mena's controller disconnected at one point.
Yeah, shout out to Victrix.
Shout out to Victrix. Not a great look. I had been considering buying one of those at one point, but maybe I'll look elsewhere.
I actually asked you, was he using a Victrix? Because I've heard of that specific controller disconnecting on people recently.
Yeah, and that's really unfortunate because that's like the absolute worst time for that to happen.
Oh, yeah.
The EVO rules say that if someone has a hardware malfunction, that match is forfeit for them. But Angry Bird was like such an absolute stand-up guy, a class act.
Yeah, what a gracious act on Angry Bird's part to say, oh, no, it's okay. Fix it and we'll go on.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They showed the camera from where you could see the players, and he was kind of waiting like, yeah, go ahead, test your buttons real quick, make sure it works. They kind of gave a thumbs up to one of the EVO officiants and just went back to playing. But it only took about 10 seconds, but I have to imagine for Mena, that was probably like the longest 10 seconds of his life.
For sure, on that stage. And what a break in your mental game, too. Yeah. Your mental focus is shattered.
That's extremely important.
What an EVO moment to remember there. Endless shout outs to Angry Bird, not only for winning it all, but also that most honorable act.
Yeah, that's like really gracious. There were a lot of reveals. If you want to get into those. There was only one reveal on Friday. Killer Instinct announced that they're going to update the 2013 game. It's going to be the first update in 5 years. They're planning on giving it a fresh coat of paint, new updates to the graphics, new balancing to the whole roster. They said there was going to be more on top of that, but no details as of now. From what I've gathered online, it seems like Killer Instinct fans are pretty excited about that.
It seemed like they did this because of how much Killer Instinct is still played.
This game was originally out for the Xbox One 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, now that they're hitting the 10-year anniversary mark, I think they just want to celebrate it a little bit.
Playership is happening. Right. You know, it hasn't dwindled.
They had mentioned that anyone that already owns the game gets this upgrade automatically for free. So you don't even have to worry about buying it again if you already have it, which is pretty cool. Any other game, like The Last of Us, will sell itself 4 different times in 10 years. Saturday, a new Fatal Fury trailer dropped. I shouldn't even say trailer. It was more of a teaser. It was super, super short, and it only showed off 2 characters, but we finally got a title for the game. It is Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. That was all SNK all day. They also mentioned that they were going to be releasing Najd on the 8th, which is today, so she's out already. Boom. Najd is out. Didn't know a release date till recently. And on top of that, Duolon is coming for the 30 or so Duolon fans out there.
Yeah, that's for King of Fighters 15 in the autumn. They like to keep things under wraps. They don't tell you till like the week of.
Yeah.
You know?
So 2 weeks before that character comes out, we'll have a release date maybe.
You might know what he looks like, yeah.
Right now, all we have is like a headshot. Sunday.
Ooh, Sunday.
Sunday, we got a lot of good reveals. Starting with the Tekken 8 reveals. We got 2 separate character trailers. Vastly different characters, I would say. We got a brand new character in Azucena, Peruvian Coffee Queen. She kind of has like dancing style a little bit, and she seems like she's very, very hyperactive. She had a really cool song and a cool stage. She had llamas walking all over it.
And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I do just want to say that these Tekken 8 reveals, the stages once again were the highlight. They looked so cool.
They really do.
I loved them in both of the trailers.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And then speaking of the other trailer, Raven, he hasn't been around since Tekken 6. He skipped the last game, and Master Raven took his place. But this dude is back. He looks awesome.
Yeah, I was not expecting to like him so much. I think he looks so cool.
Yeah,
I want to play him for sure.
I feel like he stole the show for me. They showed off 2 stages during that trailer. They were really like mystical, more extraordinary.
They were out there.
Yeah, they were like otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
And we also got quite a bit of Street Fighter 6 news on Sunday. First off, Ninja Turtle costumes showing up to Battle Hub for anyone that cares about avatar battles and all that. We also got our first look at AKI, new DLC character coming out this fall, and the first 4 DLC outfits for Guile, DJ, Juri, and Marisa.
So you got lucky.
I got very lucky.
Got to see your mains costume 3. And how do you feel about Juri?
I love it.
Me too.
It's a pajama onesie with ear hole things cut out where her, what would you call that? I guess just her hair pieces. Yeah, her little hair buns just stick out of it and they're all messy. I think it's super fun.
Her horn buns.
Yeah, horn buns. Yeah, I feel like I've seen like 200 pieces of fan art already in the last like 3 days.
It has definitely inspired the masses, yes.
Yeah, people are loving it.
I think a lot of these costumes are looking good. I love DJ's. I love Marisa's too. I think those 3 are my favorite. I'm just saying I like all of them except Guile.
Yeah, Giles was boring. He was wearing jeans and a leather vest. To me, it's very similar to like Paul Phoenix in Tekken 8 with the hair down.
Oh,
just like all-American cool guy. So I don't know. I think he's pretty lame. That's just me. Not a Guile person.
And speaking of Guile, we've got Guile without the hairspray. Yeah. In AKI.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
We just get kind of a glimpse of her character in the World Tour mode.
She's got poisonous fingertips. We don't know how she's going to play or anything.
She seems pretty sadistic, so...
Yeah, she's got the evil laugh on point for sure.
Mm-hmm. I don't really have an opinion yet on her. I don't know if I'm going to like her or not.
Right. At this point, I'm pretty happy with Juri, especially with her getting a new costume. So
yeah, I'm just over here waiting to see Jamie's. But they look promising so far.
Yeah, Marisa's was
kind of like a ceremonial.
Yeah, like a Greek ceremony, Colosseum fancy wear.
Some are calling it a wedding dress just because it's white.
Yeah.
And maybe looks like it might have lace. I don't know if it's lace or if it's just like...
I think it's lace.
Glowy arm stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'm not really sure because we've been seeing a lot of MK lately and they all have the glowy arm stuff.
Yeah, like tattoos every time.
Yeah. So. And then DJ looking real stylish with his flashy suit, sunglasses.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the color variants for his.
He looks great. So there's a lot to look forward to on that front. I think that was it for Street Fighter. And then last but not least, Mortal Kombat 1 news.
So we waited until Sunday, the grand finals. So Sejum came out on stage and did a Will It Kill segment.
They brought out special guest Tyler Lansdowne to play Will It Kill. From that, it transitioned straight into the new trailer with 3 new reveals for the base roster, new cameos, all kinds of new stuff. But I feel like that was the main event in terms of reveals for the weekend.
Yeah.
Let's jump right in.
Yeah, this was hinted at directly all weekend from all areas of NetherRealm Studios. They were straight up telling us Reptile was coming this time. There was no beating around the bush, so to speak.
It would have been insane if it had been a fake out.
Yeah, but I was on the fence wondering, like, are these breadcrumbs leading us away from what they're really going to reveal today? But Reptile, we got
him. We got Reptile, Ashra, and Havoc.
A 3D era fest continues.
Then we also had Serena as a brand new cameo, and man, did she look cool or what?
Serena ended up being the highlight. The buzz around her as just a cameo has been nonstop.
I was sold from the moment she went from her normal outfit to just like a puff of smoke or a puff of fire into just a demon form. I thought that looked so cool. And then she had like 2 little sickles.
So yeah, they killed it with the details on Serena as a cameo.
Yeah.
Once again, like the cameo details are crisp.
Yeah, there are some characters that look super nice in their cameo form. They also showed a little more of the Striker cameo. We got some of his moves and his fatal blow.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Striker's fatal blow. I thought it was funny that it was to Melina because he seems to have kind of beef with her in the old games.
Which is interesting because when they first showed Striker, he was aiding Melina as her cameo.
Yeah, that's right. I had
So now he's beating her up.
I'd forgotten about that.
So definitely the focus going in was Reptile. The trailer was about the Banished. We start off with Reptile and learn that he is a freak among his people for being able to transform into a human form.
As of right now, I can't really tell what his goal is.
No. But he seems to be working with Johnny, Kenshi, and Ashra as we meet.
Yeah, that's right.
And also Baraka's with them.
Yeah, Baraka's there.
So Baraka's a good
team.
guy. Reptile's a good guy. Yeah, it is an interesting team. They seem to be getting into some hijinks together. They're dressing up, infiltrating like a celebration.
Yeah.
With the princess.
It almost looks like a
sister.
Kotal style celebration.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we'll see some sort of Kotal cameo.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
We'll
definitely
see.
some festivities going on that they crash. Quite
Right.
literally. Reptile shows everyone he can become invisible. And
Yeah.
Johnny seems to be just absolutely smitten with Reptile's abilities. He thinks he's so cool.
Yeah, Reptile's like, watch this, I can go invisible. And Johnny's just like, OMG, that's like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Probably my favorite part of the trailer is just Johnny's awe of Reptile.
Yeah, I kind of want those two to just be BFFs in the story.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. We should definitely talk about his transformation, though, right?
We should.
Reptile is defaulted as a human, but he can turn into a giant, full-on lizard with a tail. Kind of like the Deadly Alliance reptile, the scaly, pointy-headed lizard with a tail, and also like the 2021 movie Reptile.
Definitely like the 2021 Reptile, where it's very meaty, very beastly, big Reptile. He's got the traps.
Yeah, it was like that one, but even more bulked up, really.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge.
Mm-hmm.
So you get little innocent human reptile and then giant hulking beast lizard reptile in a 2-part package, I guess.
Yeah, so he seamlessly switches between forms in his moveset. So he'll switch into lizard form for certain moves.
Yeah. And what were your thoughts on that? Because I gotta be honest, I don't love my reptile to have a tail.
I'm with you on that. We wondered if we would see Reptile taking this direction.
Yeah.
And our fears were confirmed, but luckily only half. We still do get human Reptile, which I feel like a lot of fans like. I feel like that's the preferred
I think so.
reptile, just while taking into account that he is a lizard man, you know?
Right. People get the best of both worlds, but
Yeah. But I'm just not a fan of this
yeah.
form
Yeah, I
of
like
becoming a full-on lizard man.
yeah, I have always liked the scaly humanoid man in a ninja costume.
Yeah. And also
But
part of the reptile persona for me is the nimble aspect. And I feel like a big hulking alligator essentially doesn't give off nimble. It kind of bashes and crashes around.
I'm open to it because
I'm not.
I'm kind of right in the middle right now because I do love reptile. I'm just not fully convinced on the lizard. I don't know that I can be a giant lizard half the time in a fighting game.
That's not a draw for me. It's going to all come down to how the actual movement and the character feels, and also what costumes we end up getting and what
Yeah.
customization, because I don't know, I guess if we get cool enough skins, maybe that'll take the edge off of the of the lizard transformation for me.
Yeah, that could all change. So we will see.
Well, speaking of major changes in characters, Ashra joins the scene after many, many years,
It's been 17 years since Armageddon.
and she is different.
She
There's
is.
a notable difference.
She's very sword based in this game.
And very hatless.
No hat, black eyes, kind of like tattoos or scarring on the face. At first, I wasn't really sure, and I honestly have no attachment to Ashra because I didn't really play the 3D era. But I've watched this trailer like, I don't know, close to 10 times now. And the more I see it, the more I think she looks pretty cool. I'm actually liking the way she looks, both visually and moveset wise right now.
They show her using her sword, and it's got the standard whitish, yellowish glow. But then, towards the end of her gameplay, when she's using her sword, it's given a purple aura. Is that going to be... What is that? We don't know yet.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll be a power up of some sort, or I don't know. We have no idea.
Different, yeah, different power-ups, or will that be a different MK11 style ability that you equip?
Right. Or maybe
I don't know.
maybe it's just a gear piece.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see in like 6 weeks. And then last but not least, Havoc. This is another one of those characters that has been missing in the games for quite a long time. And another one I didn't really have an attachment to going in. But I feel like they already kind of sold me on it based on his moveset.
Yeah, fans have been clamoring for Havoc for a long time now. People really hoped that he was going to be DLC over the course of MK11, but he just never made it. And now he is main roster in MK1, and I think the payoff is pretty good.
They really nailed his personality through his animations.
So far, he's he's looking like a good pick. And then he shows off Serena as his cameo. Like we said, she has just been the talk of the town.
Yeah, she kind of stole the show.
I've definitely seen a lot of people asking, why can't she be main roster?
Yeah.
Because she looks so dang cool.
She does. She looks like super polished too.
And what I want to know about Serena is she going to be some kind of power-up cameo? Because she brings out a sigil.
I don't know if that'll be a power-up or like a debuff for the other person or what, but yeah,
I'm into that idea, though.
Yeah,
I like that.
You and your Kotal totems.
If I can use a cameo for power-ups, I'm in. I like that idea.
Yeah, I think it's cool. She definitely has some strike-based things as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's the first one that has had some sort of power-up, right? The first one they've shown off.
Yeah. If I had to choose one of these 3 characters revealed to play day 1, I would pick Havoc. What about you?
I think out of those 3, I would go with Ashra.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know that's kind of a surprise because the first time we watched that trailer and even the second and third time probably, I wasn't really sold yet, but I've watched that trailer like 10 times now, and I don't know, something about the swordplay just looks kind of satisfying. It looks like each hit has just power behind it, and I liked the sound that the sword made when it hit each time too.
Oh, I'm gonna have to listen out for that because I didn't really pay attention to that. But that's cool.
Something about it was just kind of satisfying. Like each hit felt like it was like, oh yeah, there's an impact to that. I like it. Mm-hmm. So the more I've seen of that trailer, the more I'm in on her.
That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Other than there is at one point a green skull that shoots off at Ashra. And another scene where this group of friends is dressed up in kind of disguises. There's a person that's also disguised that's slumped over on the ground. People are thinking this is Quan Chi, and the green skull further confirms that Quan Chi is in the story. You have more information on that, right? Some previous things that were mentioned about that?
Yeah, and it's not 100%. It's not confirmed. Obviously, it's.
But it's interesting now that this has happened, right?
Yeah, so basically there was this leak a long time ago, before we ever knew who the DLC characters were going to be and the full roster and all that basically said Ermac and Quan Chi were going to be in the story. And because of, I don't know, they wanted to add different people into it at the end, so they shuffled characters around and they moved those two to the Kombat pack. Now it just kind of seems like that might have some credence to it because now we're seeing some teases of Quan Chi that would be in the story. So, I don't know, coincidence or maybe it was there all along.
I guess we'll know for sure if we see any hints to Ermac in the next trailer. That would solidify it, I think.
Yeah, I would love to see those two in the story.
Me too. That was the big Evo reveal for MK1, Reptile. They went with Reptile. So last week we both kind of guessed Reptile. You actually guessed Ashra, so...
Yeah, I guess I got two out of the three right.
Yeah.
I got Reptile and Ashra. I didn't expect Havoc, I guess, but...
And then I went for Reptile and Sindel, because I thought we would get a lady. We did get a lady, but it wasn't Sindel. I did backpedal on my Reptile guess, though, so I guess I was just out.
I'll give it to you. You can have this one.
Well, today is a very special episode because it is the 10th episode of Wake Up 3.
Yeah, we finally hit double digits. It's very exciting.
And in honor of that, we wanted to do a top 10. In the spirit of saying farewell to MK11, we would like to do a top 10 best wake-ups from MK11.
I thought we were going to do 11.
We each have 11.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So this will be a top 10 best wake-ups from MK11 for round 10.
Yes. Wonder how many of them will overlap, if any.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Or do you want to go one at a time?
Well, I have mine split up between up 3s and up 2s.
Oh, I don't have mine split up like that. I just have 11.
Oh, okay.
There's a mix.
Okay.
And then I do have honorable mentions. What's your first one?
The first one I wrote down was Baraka's Wake Up 3.
Oh, I have that one too. That's not my first one, but I also wrote that one. Why do you like that one?
Well, I was always a big Baraka player. He was my secondary after Aaron Black. And I always just liked his. It's got really good reach, and I feel like it's got a big hitbox.
Yeah.
Plus, it's Baraka.
Yeah.
So I had to write that one down.
I like the shape that he makes using the two blades, like in that overreaching.
Yeah.
So we've got that one will definitely make the list because we have agreed on it.
That's right. And we're gonna get these in order too, right?
Yeah. All right, the first one that I wrote down was Kotal's Up 2.
Okay. I actually have that in my 11, so I have that.
Okay, so we're 2 for 2.
2 for 2 so far. And I'm guessing it's because it has a huge hitbox and it's pretty solid launcher.
Yeah, and also I just love like the energy that move just has.
Yeah.
I just love that big swing.
I get that, and I feel like I kind of guessed you would pick that one, but I mean that's not why I chose it. I just think it's also a very good one. It's got a ridiculous hitbox and it's got long reach. It's a solid one. Yeah, it's good.
All right, give me your next one.
My next one is another up 3, and it's actually... Geez, we're just picking our mains here right now. It's Aaron Black's little sand toss that he does, where he just grabs a handful of sand and throws it up.
I also wrote this one down.
I love that one. I mean, I've probably done it 5,000 times as an Aaron Black main, and that's just one of my favorite animations to see. It never gets old.
Yeah, that one holds sentimental value for sure, just because I love that it references his first appearance. Well, he was so sand-centric, and then
Yeah.
I feel like they were like, no, we're gonna make Garrus the sand character, but you can have pocket sand.
Yeah, you can still keep your pockets in. We're
So
gonna give you acid.
it's like a sillier one, and I like the sentimental value
Yeah.
for it. So
It may not be the best utility wise, but I had to put it in there.
we're
All right,
really matching up
right
here.
now we're 3 for 3.
All right, the next one I wrote down was another Wake Up 3.
Okay, what do we got?
This one is Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
It's a fun one too. It's a solid Wake Up.
Yeah, I did not have that one written down.
Okay.
So this is where we break things off a little bit.
Interesting, because you played a lot of MK11 Kung Lao
I did.
in the beginning.
Yeah, I played quite a bit of Kung Lao. He was my first MK11 main, I would say. I mean, I dabbled in Sub-Zero and Johnny a little bit, but the first character I really picked up and stuck with for MK11 was Kung Lao. I don't know. I guess I just never fell in love with that Wake Up.
All right, what do you got next?
Next up, I'm going to go with an up 2, and I'm actually going to go with Johnny's.
Oh, I think I know why.
That,
Rising
like-
Uppercut.
Yeah, it's like, it reminds, I actually wrote down that it reminds me of a Shoryuken.
Yeah.
So, I like it. He just jumps up and does, like the rising uppercut thing. I love it, so.
I did think about writing that one down, but I didn't
Okay,
go with
well,
that. No.
yeah.
But I do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's got decent reach, and yeah, it just reminds me of the rising uppercut or the Shoryuken, so.
The next one I have written down, these aren't like in an order of how much I like them, aside from probably like the first couple ones. So like
Okay.
at this point, it's kind of just what I put in my 11 picks. So the
Right.
next one I have is a Wake Up 2. And this one might surprise you. I guess that's why I'm giving you all this leeway. This is a character I did not play, did not ever get a feel for.
Okay.
This is Katana's Wake Up 2.
Oh, interesting.
I just like the pose of the fans, like, pointed upward. It's really angular, and it just looks cool. I don't think it's a particularly good wake-up attack, but...
Yeah, I think utility-wise, that's not one of the better ones.
Right. I just like the pose of it, really. I just
That's
think it looks
fair.
cool.
That's fair. That is not on my list. That makes it-
Figures.
But let me just jump into another character that is kind of similar to what you just mentioned, where it's not a character I ever really played, not really a character that I ever wanted to play even, but it is a wake up that I think is very cool. It's unique, so I just kind of appreciate it. Cassie's up 2.
Okay, I also put that one in there.
Okay. I love the way that she does like a reverse cartwheel and hits you and just kind of escapes the situation. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I love that one for the backward movement as well, the
Yeah.
backward mobility. Like a bonus.
Yeah,
You know,
it's-
it's a bonus to your wake up. So do you want to have movement with your wake up? Boom.
Yeah, I think that's really cool that you get,
Yeah.
first off, you get the invincibility of it, of the Wake Up 3, and then, yeah, it sends you back to zoning distance again, and that's a big thing for Cassie, so it's cool.
Yeah. So
I guess we
Cool,
both
we
got
agreed on that
Yeah,
one.
Sweet. This is going pretty good for this list so far.
all right, another that I have is another wake up 2. These are popular with me.
Yeah. A lot of up twos.
Scarlet's wake up 2. I'm a big fan of the
kick.
the upward kick from the
Okay,
ground.
I
The-
could see it.
Yeah, so once again, more about like the move itself and the shape of the move. I just think it looks cool,
Yeah.
and I think she's the only one that really has anything that looks like that. So
I think so.
yeah,
I think Melina might have that kick in her normal moveset, but
probably something like it. But
yeah, something similar. But yeah, that is a pretty cool and unique wake up.
yeah, I guess you didn't have that.
I did not. I did not have that one.
All right.
And I'm actually going to jump back over to Wake Up 3's.
Okay.
Wake Up 3. I'm going to go Shiva.
Ooh, that's my next one.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
once
we
again,
agree.
not a character that I really play. But I think that is such a cool wake up. The fact that it grabs you. Yeah, that's the only one in the game. That's a grab. And I believe it has a crushing blow on it as well if you get it a certain number of times.
I think you're right. I'm going to say this is the most unique wake up in the game simply because it's the only one that does that. No one else has anything like that where you just wake up grab.
I think a wake up grab is extremely cool.
Yeah. So big risk, but really cool.
Yeah, definitely. So that's cool. We both got that one.
Yeah. And then my next one is also a wake up 3. I chose Devora. I just feel like it's a solid wake up 3.
That is a cool one.
It's just like, it's got a similar range of like the Baraka wake up 3, I would say.
Yeah, it's got good range.
Yeah.
It's just a cool looking move.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Yeah. I did not have that one, but I respect it. I'm going to switch back over to wake up 2s. And this one, I'm going to go with Kano.
Oh.
This one might have surprised you.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Kano player. He is the only one in the game that hits twice. Because his up 2, he kind of swipes upward with 2 knives. And yeah, it hits twice. And I think that's really cool.
Okay, fair.
So, I'm not a Kano player, but I think that's a really interesting wake up.
I hadn't thought about that, but that is interesting and cool. I'm also not a Kano player, but I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'm not a Kano player. Never have been. I am honestly sick of seeing him.
Yeah, I'm fine if Kano does not make main roster of MK1.
He can be a cameo. I'm cool with that.
Well, he is a cameo. Yeah. We can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I guess we can't.
Remove him.
Yeah, I guess we
take him out. Okay, my next one is back to the wake up 3s.
Okay, another wake up 3.
I went with Joker's wake up 3, not because it's good, but because it's silly. I like the straight kick to the face. It just fits the character, and I like the embodiment of the character like that.
I think Joker is a great character in MK11, and yeah, I'll give it to you that is a pretty good wake up. I like that. It's funny that you mentioned that. I don't have Joker's wake up 3, but I do have his wake up 2 on my list.
Another batter up style wake up 2. Yeah, I like it.
It's got huge reach. It's like a golf swing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a silly swing. Mm-hmm. I like it. I feel like he sticks one foot out like kind of like a waha, gotcha. Mm-hmm. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm sticking a foot out and doing a golf swing.
You can hear it. You can feel it.
You can tell. So, yeah, I had Joker's wake up 2, just because it's got a great hitbox and solid animation.
Are there going to be 2 Joker wake ups on this list?
There might be.
Oh boy.
There might be.
Well, I know this one's going to be doubled. I'm almost certain my final one will be doubled. So get ready to mark it off your list. My final contribution to the top 10 wake up 3s my final contribution to the top 10 wake ups of MK11 is another guest. Rambo, wake up 3.
Okay, I could see that, and yeah, that's definitely on my list.
Yeah, yup. What an involved wake up.
Yeah, he does the C4, lays it on the ground, blows it up, and then rolls backwards, probably farther than mid-screen. It's quite a long roll.
Yeah, so once again, you get mobility with your wake up, like the Cassie wake up 2.
Yeah, definitely. I did play Rambo for quite some time. He was probably my 3rd go-to character after Aaron Black and Baraka, and I loved that wake up 3. That was a go-to for me for sure. I loved that thing even for its mobility, like you said, just to escape certain situations.
All right, what do you have left? Because I'm all dry.
I still have 2 left. I've got Raiden's up 3. He crouches down low to the ground, and he just like hits the ground, so it's a grounded move. I know Jax has one that's grounded as well, where he just like does a little tiny ground pound.
Yeah.
But I thought Raiden's was cooler, just because he like palm strikes the floor and sends a little electric current towards you. I thought it was neat. Raiden's kind of fucking lame, honestly, in MK11. So
pretty basic.
I don't love him as a character at all. But I think that's a pretty cool wake up. And my last one was actually Garrus's up 2.
Oh, I had a feeling you would pick this one, and I was tempted to do it as well.
Okay. It's just an upward advancing shoulder strike. There's something about it that I think is super, super cool.
I feel like it fits the Garrus vibe overall.
Yeah, it's just a huge shoulder hit, and I like it. I like the way it looks. We've got our list. There are actually 6 overlapping ones already, so I guess we can automatically just assume those are in the 10, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. That's actually pretty crazy that 6 out of 10 already got them done. We just got to figure out the order.
Mm-hmm.
From there, we got to figure out 4 more. There are 10 options.
Oh, so we have to narrow 10 to 4. Okay. Let's eliminate first. What's the weakest one?
Well, we've got Kung Lao's up 3, Johnny's up 2, Katana's up 2, Scarlet's up 2, Devora's up 3, Kano's up 2, Joker's up 3, Joker's up 2, Raiden up 3, and Garrus up 2. I'm willing to get rid of the Raiden one.
Okay. I'm willing to get rid of a few.
What are you willing to get rid of? Because I'm definitely getting rid of Raiden. I don't like him enough to put him in the top 10 of anything.
Probably like Katana and Scarlet's. I feel like I feel like you didn't care.
I don't.
And I feel like out of the rest of them, those are kind of falling off for me.
Gotcha. I think we should get rid of one Joker move.
But which one? See, I didn't pick the Wake Up 2 for Joker because I felt like I already have that covered with Kotal.
And I'm gonna get rid of the up 2. How do we do this? Let's
get rid of Devora and someone else, I think.
Devora and someone else.
Obviously someone else.
Right. I like Garrus's. I want to keep
I feel like Kano should stay too because it does have that unique factor. Yeah, and I think Garrus deserves to stay. I'm divided on Johnny and Kung Lao, I guess. Take Johnny out.
I will get rid of Johnny. Keep the rest.
Yeah, keep Kung Lao in favor of another Wake Up 3.
Now we just have to figure out the order of these things. It's 6 Wake Up 3s.
That's fair. We're Wake Up 3. That's our bias.
Yeah, so it's a 4-6 matchup. It's 4 Wake Up 2s, 6 Wake Up 3s. So we got to figure out this top 6 here. We've got Baraka, Kotal, Aaron Black, Cassie, Shiva, and Rambo. Who's got the best Wake Up?
Out of those, I want to say Kotal's number 1.
Really?
I just want Kotal to be number 1. Is that too much to ask?
That's a lot to ask.
In this day and age, it absolutely is.
That is a lot to ask. Look at what they did to him in MK11 and tell me that's not too much to ask.
The slander.
I think, Kotal or Baraka. Baraka's is invincible, and Kotal's is a huge sword swing. It's not invincible, but does it need to be? Like, the sword covers the whole damn screen. Yeah, I think we should go with Kotal for, I guess, the number 1 slot, because he's got a huge, huge sword and a huge hitbox. So even though it's a Wake Up 2, and we are Wake Up 3, it's going to go in the number 1 spot.
Yeah, we'll give Kotal one little tiny victory.
Yep, Kotal's only victory of MK11
was having the best Wake Up.
Next, I'm going to go with Baraka. And that might be another bias thing, but he's got the invincible Wake Up, and it's got solid reach. Just a solid hitbox all around.
We just want to give Baraka a little win, too.
Baraka deserves a win.
Coming in hot at number 3 is the exploding C4 Rambo.
That's right. Rambo, number 3. Reasoning. Excellent movement. It brings you back farther away from the opponent, and it's invincible. Plus, you get a big ol' explosion.
Next up is the unique grab from Shiva. Wake Up 3. Shiva's Wake Up 3.
Shiva's Wake Up 3. Grabs ya and headbutts you. Pretty cool.
Potential KB?
Yeah, potential KB. I don't know the requirements on that, so I'm not gonna...
Doesn't matter.
Not gonna guess.
You could get a KB potentially if you use this Wake Up.
Yep, so keep on using it. It's one of the only things Shiva has going for her these days.
Yeah.
With the reduced health. And, less health, terrible stomp.
And just not being around anymore.
Not even good.
What do we have next?
Next, I'm going to go with Aaron Black.
Number 5, Aaron Black with the pocket sand.
Aaron Black with the pocket sand.
Love a good nostalgic reference. Cassie at number 6.
Cassie at number 6 with the reverse cartwheel, getting away from danger. Number 7, we got to figure this out. We've got 4 characters left. We've got Kung Lao's Wake Up 3, Kano's up 2, Joker's up 3, and Garrus is up 2. From there, I think I want to say Kano because of its uniqueness.
I'm in agreement with this.
It's got the multi-hitting 2 knives that knocks you up into the air. Pretty cool, pretty unique. Kano, number 7. Let's see. Kung Lao, Joker, or Garrus? My first thought is Garrus.
Same.
It just seems more intense than
This
the
is
rest.
easier than we thought to get this down.
It really is. It really is.
We've got Garrus, Wake Up 2 at number 8.
Yeah. It just feels more intense than the others.
And it fits the character. To design specific moves just for this purpose, it feels good to have your move match your character so well. And I think that's what Garrus's Wake Up 2 is for sure.
I think so too.
Well, number 9.
Number 9. We've got either Kung Lao or Joker. I think I want to go Joker.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's do Joker.
Joker. And then let's do Kung Lao on the 10 spot.
2 guests made it into the Wake Ups.
Not bad. And really, we wanted to add Joker's other one, but it just never happened.
Honorable mention to Joker for getting both Wake Ups on the first cut list.
Yep.
I also had some other honorable mentions because coming up with this episode, we went through every Wake Up in the game, and I really appreciate both of Cassie's Wake Ups because her Up 2 references Sonia's Wake Up 2.
Right.
And her Wake Up 3 references Johnny, of course, with the nut punch. So it's like mom and dad. I like that connection for sure. And then I also wanted to mention that Noob and Sub-Zero have the same Wake Ups.
Do they?
They do.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting little note for everyone. Because I went through years of playing this game and literally never made that connection.
Yeah.
Till now. So
That's crazy. Wow. Well, we got MK11 one last time.
We did. Recap us with the top 10 Wake Ups of MK11 one more time.
One more time. Let's start with number 10 and count down here. So, number 10, I've got Kung Lao's Wake Up 3. Number 9, Joker's Wake Up 3. A lot of Wake Up 3s on this list. I wonder why. Coming in at number 8, we've got Garrus's Up 2, the shoulder hit. Number 7, Kano's Wake Up 2, the multi-hitting knife move. Number 6, Cassie Cage, Wake Up 2. Number 5, Aaron Black's Wake Up 3. Gotta love that pocket sand. Number 4, we've got Shiva's Wake Up 3. Number 3, we've got Rambo's Wake Up 3. Number 2, Baraka's Wake Up 3. And last but definitely not least, Kotal's Wake Up 2.
Yeah, Kotal!
So, a little bias there. We've got a Kotal main on the team here. But you can't deny it's a pretty great Wake Up. It covers like a third of the screen.
Yeah, and
ridiculous.
you're honestly lucky I didn't put the Wake Up 3 in there too, because it's good too. You want to talk about a Wake Up embodying a character? Man. Feel the sun's power, biatch.
Yeah, definitely.
We will be saying our goodbyes in future upcoming episodes, so stay tuned for just more bittersweet MK11 content. Not too much.
Not
but
too
just
much.
a little bit in the upcoming weeks.
We hadn't played in months, but
Yeah.
just seeing all the excitement at EVO this past weekend, it really made me want to play again. So I think I woke up that Saturday morning asking like, hey, you want to play a little MK11 this morning? Like before the streams start?
I was surprised.
Yeah, because lately every day it's been, you want to play some SF6?
Yeah, hey, it's time to train.
Right. We've been playing it ever since. It's been a lot of fun.
There will be more as we approach MK1. And of course, listen to the Kombat cast today. Tune in for that. Watch for new reveals, new gameplay. We'll see.
We're 2 weeks away from the Mortal Kombat beta. Actually, less than that at this point. It is 10 days away. So, gonna be able to play as the 4 you already could originally, plus 2 more characters, Johnny Cage and Lee May.
The countdown is on until beta time.
10 days.
Oh, we didn't even mention that they could play that at EVO.
Oh yeah, that was playable at EVO.
Movement is improved, so fear not.
That's all we have for you this week. As always, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being here for round 10.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. That brings us to the end of this week's episode of Wake Up 3. Thanks so much for listening. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at WakeUp3FGC. And you can find me, Molly, on Twitter at Concut. That's KAHNKUT. Or on PlayStation, that's Jam Michaels.
And you can find me, Cam, on Twitter or PlayStation at Big Rock Online. This is Wake Up 3, signing off.
Bye. Yeah, I didn't mention Kung Lao was there too.
I think I mentioned him at one point. I think I just whispered his name.